Hi everyone, it's Steve at the Forex Codes, 20th of December 2018. I finished trading for the month after today. I didn't do much today. It's a bad time to trade, second half of December. People are on holiday, the markets are thin liquidity, and the companies are squaring books for the end of the year. Not a good time, lots of erratic behaviour. Best to go out, have a good time, have a good Christmas with your family, enjoy yourself, relax, get drunk, come back refreshed in the new year. What I thought I'd do here for a few minutes is just look through some charts, just to show you, and I'm not rehearsed this, so we're just going to look at any charts that come up, just to show you that the Forex Codes indicators and templates can work any charts, any time frame. So let's have a look now. Five-minute charts to start with. Let's have a look at the euro dollar. This is too early for me. 6 o'clock in the morning. But you can see color coded. Everything's green, isn't it? The TFC candles are green. The wave is green. The cloud is green. The tricks is green. You've even got some green volume bars as well. Let's face it, just don't go short. If you can't see it in yourself to go along, and I've said this before, get an 8-year-old kid and ask them what the trend is, explain the colours, they'll tell you that's long. So London opens round about here, so you've got a little pull back to the wave just here, little pull back to the wave, then it goes again, and you can go long because the tricks goes back green. You get a green volume spike there at the bottom of the TFC volume. All your clouds are green, and you can take that and take along there. I only go for 10 or 20 pips on a 5-minute. You're going to comfortably get that. So look at the pound dollar. Well, hang on. Let's go back to the euro dollar because the day moved on. Now, as we progress into the afternoon, late morning, early afternoon, you can see the TFC candles start going blue. Blue means sit on your hands. Nothing's happening. We start seeing a change, don't we, from green to blue to red. Comes back into the wave, goes blue again. We've got red and blue. So we're not thinking of longs anymore because price is under the wave. We're seeing more red than green. In fact, we're not seeing any green. And then price starts to come through the 50 level and gets towards yesterday's high. It went through it there, but it's coming towards it again. Now there 1700, which is 3 o'clock London time, you've got price hitting and going through yesterday's high, so it's going to come back through it. All your clouds are red, your tricksers are red, and you've got a red high value climax bar here, suggesting you can take a short there. I mean, there's nearly 40 pips in it, but again, if you're going for 10 or 20 pips, you're going to get that comfortably in that trade. And again, you're going color coding and you're just reading the charts. Let's go to the pound dollar again, 5-minute. This morning, similar to the euro dollar, comes up, retraces back to the wave, London open. Then you get London open, you get the green volume surge, tricks goes green, your clouds are green. You haven't got a green there. So if you're waiting for that, you're getting in about there on a long. Can you see that? Same thing happened in the afternoon as per the euro dollar. You got a 1, 2, 3 here, a change of trend. Things start going red. Back into the wave, as often happens. This wave acts as dynamic support and resistance, and then it starts going red again. So break of this line here, break of here, and you can go short. And in fact, if you see the break of there, you've also got a squeeze at the bottom, and everything is red. All the indicators are red, and there's your squeeze at the bottom. Great trade that. 40 pips again, but if you're getting 10 or 20 or more, then it's quite good for a 5-minute chart. Just get rid of that line. So that's just two we've looked at. Let's have a look at dollar yen. So this morning, not doing much. This is Asian session, where you can see you've got everything red and it's in a downtrend. But as it comes into London, look, it's pretty flat, yeah? Pretty flat. Does start to break to the downside. Everything's red here, even the volume red. So you might have took a trade there. If not, it's come off the 50 back into the wave and then come down again. If you're taking afternoon, everything's red there. Can you see? At 4:30. So you could have either took it there or took it there short. But there's nothing here to indicate a long, because everything's red. Dollar yen, dollar CAD. Dollar CAD earlier in the day, we got a squeeze there, 9 o'clock in the morning. Everything's red, including the volume at the bottom. Volume climax red. And you can take a trade here, maybe through that support, take a trade down. Again, 20 pips or less, depending about when you get out. But that's color coded in our system. Then we get a double bottom here, but we also get a lot of blue candles. So the market is just ranging and then starts to trend again. You get a 1, 2, 3, notifying in our system, the Forex Codes system, of change of trend. Then we start getting green candles again, and we start looking for a squeeze, and there it is. There's the squeeze, and everything's green. Look, Twix green. The clouds are green. The candles start going green, large candle there. When you break that resistance, off you go, and it's a great trade. We know price coils up, and then when the squeeze starts to squeeze off, fire off, you get increased momentum. Even if you don't take that long, surely with all this stuff green under our system, you're not taking a short, are you? That saves 50% of people from losing money. It's a good trade. Dollar CAD. Dollar chef. Early this morning, well, this morning, it's afternoon actually, this. You get your squeeze. I always watch for the squeezes, and then I look. And here, at the 009900, squeeze. You've had some high volume greens there, squeeze. And then Trix green, all your TFC cloud markers are green. It's above the TFC waves price, and you start getting green candles. So off we go. Dollar chef. It does reverse, but I wasn't interested in that. Aussie yen. In the morning, it went up. We don't get any green at the bottom here until probably just after the London Open, which is there. You do get a squeeze. It's a 1 bar, look, that 1 bar squeeze. So you might have gone long there. You might have done. But you can see earlier in the Asian session, it was a heavy downtrend. But you might have gone long there because there's green volume as well. If you did, 20 pips. If you do it like me, go for 10, 15, you're okay there. You've not got caught because it's a 5-minute chart. Now, it reverses in the afternoon, and there's your squeeze here, look. But on our strategy, TFC strategy, I'm not going short there because the 1 hour cloud and 30-minute cloud are not red, so I can't go short. Nothing goes fully red until there, and I'm okay with that, but I'm not going short because even though the clouds are red, the Trix is green. No trade. Stick to the rules. So what I'm watching for is trade to come through yesterday's low, which is the thick yellow line there. Yesterday's low, retest, and then when it comes off, I'm looking for a short. and I get it here, of course. Everything is red, correct? Now you've got to do some chart reading first. You've got to let it go through yesterday's low, retest, and off it goes. And when it breaks the Davis box here, which is here, you can go short and everything's red. And you know that's 38 to 0, 40 pips. I wouldn't stay in that long because I'm a bit OCD, see, whatever they call it. I go for my 10 to 20. Okay, so that and so on. Euro Aussie, let's just do one more 5-minute. Euro Aussie, I mean, what have we got all day? You could put a box there, sideways market being held by this thick yellow line, which is yesterday's high. That's yesterday's high, acting as support. A lot of blue candles showing it sideways. Then we start getting the green candles come in, and what do we get? The squeeze here. Tricks green. We've had a squeeze. All the TFC clouds are green there. Green candles. Wait for the break of resistance and you can go. Good trade again. Now I know people might say, well, hey Steve, look here. You had all reds, tricks red, squeeze here, even some red volume markers. Yes, but I've got a support level there. I can't take a short trade until that support level is broken and retested. That's basic chart reading. Okay, you don't just blindly follow indicators, because that way you're never going to win. You've got to abide by support and resistance. Let's have a look at a 15-minute chart. Dollar CAD 15 yesterday. Now that's a morning trade. That I would have been in bed. This 15-minute is showing a short trade. It's trying to show a short trade. I wouldn't take that because, well, if I was aggressive I'd take it, but under TFC rules you can't go short because the 4-hour cloud is still green. Okay. However, when it does the change of trend, 1, 2, 3, and then goes again and breaks resistance there, see it? There, you've had a squeeze, everything is green there. So from the top of that candle, on you go. Bearing in mind there's resistance here as well, so it's got to clear that. Not a great example. Let's have a look at some others. 15-minute. Euro dollar. 15-minute. Yeah. As you go into the European Open, you've had your squeeze. Now look as you get the European Open. All these green volume climax bars. Volume increasing. There. Green volume increasing. And what have you got? Green volume, several bars of it, tricks green, all the clouds are green. You're above the wave, your TFC candles are green. You can go along, even if you only take it to yesterday's high. Good trade. Good trade, 15-minute chart. CAD yen, I'm just picking spurious currency pairs. Okay, let's have a look. That was in the Asian session. You've got a fantastic squeeze and you can see everything's red, so that was the Asian session trade. I was in bed, but you can see this thick yellow line again. It's amazing how often these work. Yesterday's low, it comes up and retests yesterday's low during the beginning of London session. Look, it's just not getting above yesterday's low. So I'm thinking, or you would be thinking, if this starts falling, red candles, and you get all your red signals, this is going to go lower because it can't get through yesterday's low. And you know, we're in a squeeze here for, I mean, these are 15-minute every dot. So what we got, 4 hours of squeeze there, and then it fires off. So here, fires off, and you've got red climax volume, so you're waiting for a break of that low, and away you go. Can you see? It's the same routine every time. That's gone from 82, 84, 90 pips. 15-minute chart, you're going for more than 10 to 15. You're going for 20 to 30 on a 15-minute chart, which you would have got. What else have we got here? EuroCAD. Let's have a look. EuroCAD, this is overnight. Getting into London, we're getting into Europe now. You can see Europe's opening. You've got the volume coming in, and it's green volume. Blue also is positive. So you've got green volume, green tricks. All your clouds are green, and you've got green candles pushing through yesterday's high. Now I like to wait for the retest, which you got there. So you're going on when the candle goes light green again, and away you go. And you've plenty of volume here to get a good trade out of that. That's 54. That's 54.50. So you're going to get your 20 to 30, aren't you? Comes back and retests the wave, and off it goes again. You do get another squeeze here later in the day. Nothing wrong with that squeeze. Everything's green, and there's a long there. Can you see how this all fits together? Okay, this is getting long now, this video, so let's have a look at a 30-minute. New Zealand dollar chef, 30-minute. Now here, we're in a squeeze. You might have took that long, but if you were just blindly reading charts, blindly reading indicators, but you wouldn't go along there, even though everything's green, because there's the day before's high. Let me do it in red. Okay. Now, even though you've got a squeeze and everything's green, you're not going to go along there when yesterday's high is there. It's got to clear it and retest it. That's basic chart reading. So, even though the indicators suggest go along if everything else is okay, but there's a massive resistance block there, so it's got to be cleared, so you wouldn't have traded long. So this comes back, starts going below the wave in red. But even so, I can't take a trade here because not all my 4 cloud time frames are red. Here, if you're an aggressive trader, you might take the trade short. Not me. I want everything red, which doesn't happen until there. There you've had a squeeze. Everything's red. So in other words, the break of that low. The break of that low, everything's red, correct? Yep. And I mean, 0.6782, 0.6676. That's 100 pips there. 30-minute chart. Anything else on the 30? Pound CAD. I've not looked at these. So on the 18th, you've got a squeeze. That's been good. These are 30 minutes at a time. So what? 4-hour squeeze. Then it fires off, and look, everything is green. Tricks. All your 4 time frames on the TFC cloud. Green candles. So you look at you've got to look at where support is, resistance is, which is there. And once you get through it and retest, and you get your next light green candle, buy. And up it goes and continues going up. 70, 80 pips there. So let's get rid of that. What else? You've got another squeeze there, long squeeze again, 6 or 7 hours there, and it again fires off long. Everything's green, fires off long, and away you go. You're picking up some pips. You got another one there. Look, everything's gone green there. So once it clears the double O's, So I hope you're enjoying these examples. The Forex Codes strategies will work on any time frames. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour. This is the pound, dollar, which I don't like trading at the moment because of Brexit. It's too unpredictable. But look, here you've got squeeze, everything's red, and just downtrend, isn't it? Squeeze again, everything's red, down it goes, and so on. Euro dollar. Oh, euro dollar, what a mess on the 4 hour, eh? Lots of blue. You're in a box between, look here, 113 and 114 really, just that slightly higher than 114. Look at it, sideways, lots of blue. When there's lots of blue, keep out. Keep out of the 4 hour if there's lots of blue. So that's that. Dollar yen. Well, you got it here, didn't you? There's a phenomenal, these are 4 hours at a time, squeeze, everything goes red there. So you can take it from 112.80 and ride it down. Great trade that. It's 111 there, 180 pips, 4 hour. And we're going through the same system, but different time frame. Dollar CAD, 4 hour. That's in an uptrend on the 4 hour, as you can see. There you might have gone short, but that would have been counter trend. So what would you have got? 35 to 60 pips. Everything's green there with green volume. A good bit of gain there, and then you've got a squeeze here with everything green, and there, what is it, 119 pips. So that shows you Forex Code strategies with color coded and with the Ichimoku cloud. I wish I could say that, you know, I've been trying for 10 years. The Ichimoku cloud, TFC tricks, TFC squeeze, TFC volume, TFC candles and wave, and we color code it. Add that some basic chart patterns and chart reading, which I do teach you. I'll be starting the teaching in January 2019. Stop saying and anyone can trade. I'm telling you, anyone can trade this, and you don't need to know a lot about economics and fundamentals and, you know, all these other dopey indicators like MACDs and RSIs and all the other stuff that doesn't work and retail traders use. Right, 22 minutes into this video. Folks, I want to get this YouTube channel going. The Instagram channel is going well at the Forex Codes. The Facebook channel is going well at the Forex Codes. But we've got to get the YouTube channel going. Please share, subscribe and like this video, because there's a lot more to come. And I hope you liked it. Have a good Christmas. Have a great New Year. Thank you. Wait, before I go, this month, today, 0.5%. This month, just over 13%. I think it was 17 point something last month. I try and get 0.5% today. That's what I go for. So I'm well ahead of that this month, but I've finished. At least I think I've finished. Now I've finished for the month, but I'm quite happy with that. I want to teach to make that kind of money. Have a great holiday, folks. Take care.